Chicago.
Good morning, Honor Flight Chicago, Mission 117. We are so excited to welcome you all to the Honor Flight Chicago family, especially our 116 senior war heroes who are with us here today. With this group, we'll have now flown 11,205 senior war heroes to see their memorials in our nation's capital. It is my privilege to introduce someone to you, the voice. If you've been to a sporting event, a big sporting event, any sporting event in Chicago, you've probably heard him sing the national anthem. But more importantly, he's a tremendous friend of Honor Flight Chicago, and he and his wife Kathleen are tremendous friends of our veterans. Mr. Wayne Messmer.
Hey, it is my distinct pleasure to be here. I try to be here every single month. Last month I had to miss. My wife and I, shame on us, we actually took a vacation and went to Europe. And but today I've been so looking forward to meeting all of you and being with you, because you guys and one gal are my heroes, my heroes. Thank you again. You know, some people say thank you for your service. We of course mean that, but to so many of you, particularly my era, from the Vietnam era, it may be a long time coming, but I'll tell you, every single one of us involved in Honor Flight, and we say from the bottom of our hearts the very important words, and we mean them with all sincerity: welcome home. All right. Now, if I have to sing at this time of day, so do you. This will be our audition. First, we'll try that great Irving Berlin classic, sometimes known as the second national anthem, God Bless America. This is in the key of F, as if that means anything at all. I want to hear you. Ready? God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. From the mountains to the prairies, through the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home. You know, I heard someone once say, that sounds so great, you guys ought to take that on the road and leave immediately. No, all kidding aside, what a great day you have ahead of you. I hope that you, as we say, press the record button. This is about thanks, it's about honor, it's about dignity, and each one of you deserves this wholeheartedly. So let's honor this great country. You stand if you're able. You can salute, you can remove your cap, whatever you're comfortable with. And Last month I was down here, and this fine gentleman right there, you have to be a bearded guy to sing the national anthem. But one of our distinguished color guards sang for you. But you weren't here, so you can take my word for it. Now, some of you were. Now, this is in the key of B flat. Okay? Some of you, I'm afraid, would B flat without me telling you that. So,
Stop showing off.
that's it. Loud and proud.
Present. Oh.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? God bless you all. Have a great day. Thank you, Wayne.
Good morning and welcome.
The World War II Memorial, dedicated on May 29, 2004, honors the service of 16 million members of the Armed Forces of the United States of America, the support of countless millions on the home front, and the ultimate sacrifice of more than 400,000 Americans. Through stone architecture and bronze sculptures, the World War II Memorial recognizes the way America served, honors those who fell, and recognizes the victory they achieved to restore freedom and end tyranny around the globe. 12 bronze bas-reliefs decorate the walls of the memorial on either side as one approaches the ceremonial plaza. These reliefs chronologically highlight the experience of the war on the home front, placed in context with the battles being waged on land, sea, and air. 56 granite columns representing each U.S. state and territory at the time of World War II, ring an impressive rainbow pool located in the heart of the memorial. Quotes by presidents, authors, and commanding officers, references to theaters, campaigns, and battles, and 2 massive victory pavilions representing the Atlantic and Pacific theaters chronicle the efforts Americans undertook to win the war. Within the victory pavilions, a large rendering of the World War II Victory Medal is centered upon the memorial floor. Directly above the Victory Medal, 4 stately American bald eagles, symbols not only of our nation, but of the armed forces, holds aloft an ancient symbol of victory, a laurel wreath. As one glances over the rainbow pool from the balcony of the Victory Pavilions, your field of vision is captured by a wall of 4,048 gold stars on the west side of the memorial, reminding all of the supreme sacrifice made by over 400,000 Americans to make that victory possible. This memorial thus stands as a testament and tribute to the legacy of the greatest generation.
Veteran, and salute.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You will now bow your head and join us in a moment of silence. Hand. Salute. Bugler, please prepare taps. Color guard, retire the colors. Forward, ready, left. Honor Flight Chicago, Mission 117. We are a special group. 117 of you answered the call when your nation calls. A very small percentage of American adults can say that. On behalf of the grateful nation, and especially the Honor Flight Chicago family, we thank you for your service, and we applaud you. This concludes today's ceremony. Please enjoy the memorial and the rest of your day. And once again, thank you for your service.
Been in the Army for 21 months and I'm already feeling it. Really? Right here.
Stay put.
Built in the style of the Parthenon, the Lincoln Memorial, dedicated May 30th, 1922, has inspired generations. A 19-foot tall statue of President Abraham Lincoln gazes out from the solemn chamber of his memorial. Lincoln's imposing temple is surrounded by 36 columns, each representing a state in the Union at the time of his death in 1865. The interior of Lincoln's memorial features inscriptions of this revered president's most important speeches, the Gettysburg Address, and his second inaugural speech. Above these speeches are the murals named Emancipation and Unity. On the wall behind the Lincoln statue is an inscription that reads, "In this temple, as in the hearts of the people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever." The Korean War Veterans Memorial, dedicated July 27, 1995, commemorates the sacrifices of millions of Americans and Allied partners who fought during the Korean War. The memorial's Wall of Remembrance contains over 2,500 photos, selected from the National Archives, of men and women who served in the Korean War. 19 stainless steel statues, standing in a field of juniper bushes and polished granite strips, represents a platoon on patrol marching through rice paddies and over rough Korean terrain. Each statue stands 7 feet tall, weighing nearly 1,000 pounds, representing the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marine Corps, and are proportionate to the percentage of participation in the Korean War by each branch. When combined with their reflection in the Wall of Remembrance, there is a total count of 38 figures, representing the 38th parallel forming the border between North and South Korea. The newest element to the Korean War Memorial is a Wall of Remembrance featuring the names of more than 43,000 U.S. service members and Korean augmentees to the U.S. Army who perished during the war. The names are arranged in order of rank and branch of service to demonstrate to visitors how the war's burden fell unevenly across the military. Another important element of the wall is that the names of the U.S. service members and Korean augmentees to the U.S. Army are not listed separately. Instead, they are mingled together, just as they fought together during the war. The Wall of Remembrance serves to remind those who visit the Korean War Memorial each year that freedom is not free.
I think. Larry, go ahead and grab his hand again.
No, there was 1,789,000, something like that. Oh, yeah.
This is still North Korea, right?
This is all Korea. And everybody else.
Oh, and all the other.
Yep. A lot of people stacked.
Got there. I was telling her, oh, I got here earlier.
The Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall, dedicated on November 11, 1982, honors the men and women who served in the Vietnam War from 1959 until 1975. The memorial wall chronologically lists the names of more than 58,300 Americans who gave their lives in service to their country fighting in Vietnam and Southeast Asia, as well as those who were listed as missing in action during the war. 2 arms consisting of 70 panels each form a wide V shape, with the eastern wall extending toward the Washington Monument and the western wall directed toward the Lincoln Memorial. Next to the names of those declared fallen, you will find a diamond shape etched in the granite. Next to those considered missing in action, you will find a cross. If a person currently marked as MIA returns alive, a circle would be etched around the cross. If the service member's remains are identified, a diamond would be superimposed over the cross. The In Memory plaque, dedicated on November 10, 2004, honors the men and women who served in Vietnam and later died from causes related to the war. Dedicated in 1993, the Vietnam Women's Memorial, portraying 3 women caring for a fallen soldier, pays tribute to the more than 265,000 women who served during the Vietnam era and is the first memorial in Washington, D.C., honoring women's military service. Young, armed, and wearing jungle combat gear, the 3 servicemen statue, dedicated on November 11, 1984, stands as a permanent watch over the wall. Veterans have stated, while there are distinguishing characteristics for each man, they still feel like they could be any soldier. It was the first representation of an African American on the National Mall.
It's an honor to do this for you, sir, even though they are Marines.
You can see some of the things that you can do.
All right, big smile. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
She had no idea.
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. What's his name?
Got it?
70 through 74.
So it'll be right from here to here. It should be right in here.
Hey guys.
77.
We're talking to
Over Jones. There he is.
1774.
70 to 74, yeah.
There it is, right here.
Yes.
74.
It was 13 guys in one day or 19 guys in one day.
13 guys.
It's done that way on purpose, but it just makes it a little harder to find folks.
Yeah.
I know guys on here, but I lost track of them.
Oh, I tried to
So broken a record.
Oh, yeah. What they call for that. Everything and store it. Hey, the gang out here.
I think this is a weird shot.
Opened in 2003, the Stephen F. Udvar-Hazy Center, located next to Dulles International Airport in Northern Virginia, serves as a partner facility to the National Air and Space Museum, located in Washington, D.C. The 2 locations together attract more than 8 million visits per year, making the National Air and Space Complex the most popular museum in the United States. This expansive museum consists of 3 hangars. The Boeing Aviation Hangar houses dozens of historically significant aircraft and artifacts, including the Lockheed SR-71 Blackbird and the Concorde. The James S. McDonnell Space Hangar houses dozens of spacecraft, including the Space Shuttle Orbiter Discovery. A more recently added hangar, the Mary Baker Engine Restoration Hangar, is where scientists and engineers work to restore artifacts from the Air and Space Museum's massive collection.
Good evening, Honor Flight Chicago, Flight 117. What a day, what a day. We asked you to get up early, real early, but boy did we see and do a lot. I'm constantly asked how we put it all together, how we pull it off. And the answer is always the same, and it's very simple for me. We have hands down the best volunteers, bar none, in the world. Our orange shirts, our red shirts, our green shirts, our blue shirts, our purple shirts, and our bus captains. You gotta love those bus captains. I just want to let them know how much we appreciate them and their efforts. This is our 16th season, and last month we crossed over 11,000 senior war heroes flown to our nation's capital. But what I'm most proud of is the depth and breadth of our program today. Programs like Operation Education, which is connecting our students with our veterans in the classroom. Our podcast series, which just reached 73 episodes. So if you haven't downloaded an episode of our Honor, Thank, Inspire podcast series, please do so. Our veteran interviews, our Operation Never Forgets, the depth and breadth of our program, the many touch points in the community are just truly amazing. And they speak to the efforts of the entire organization, but especially our office team, Doug and Edna, and our board of directors. I'd like to thank them. I'd also like to thank our partners and our sponsors for their generosity in helping make each one of these missions possible. Most of all, I'd like to thank our senior war heroes. On this trip, our Korean War veterans and our Vietnam War veterans. As we toured your memorials today, we saw the amazing symbolism in their design, as well as the powerful words inscribed on their walls. Inscribed at the World War II Memorial today was a quote by Harry S. Truman. He said, "Our debt to the heroic men and valiant women in the service of our country can never be repaid. They have earned our undying gratitude. America will never forget their sacrifices." And I know it often seems that we've gone back on that promise and that we have taken those sacrifices for granted and looked the other way. But hopefully today you understand that this organization is here to recognize and amplify the importance of recognizing those sacrifices in your service. I ask of you to keep it going. This is a one-day trip, but it doesn't have to end there. This experience can keep going. With those other ways to be involved with Honor Flight Chicago today, wear your service with pride. Tell people about your experience today, because it helps us get more veterans signed up for their Day of Honor. It helps us get more volunteers, and it helps us get more sponsors for our mission. A few years back, I heard a veteran say, when asked how his day was, "Before today, I didn't realize anyone cared." Hopefully the 116 heroes with us today understand there's a lot of us out there who care and care deeply. So decades ago, when you were in the service, you were stationed maybe far from home, overseas, on the other side of the U.S., or close to home. Outside of hot shower, what are two words that you really loved hearing at the end of the day?
Mail call.
Yes, mail call. Mail call, mail call. We have mail call for each and every one of our senior war heroes today. Mr. Hatfield, Mr. Habiak, Mr. Grimm, Mr. Griffin, Mr. Rodak, Mr. Rollinger, Mr. Manley, Mr. Martin, Mr. Matella, Mr. Richmond, Mr. McCabe, Mr. McKenzie, Mr. McManus, Mr. Robiason, Mr. Rosenbrock, Mr. Meny, Mr. Miller, Mr. Milibowski, Mr. Morales, Mr. Morrissey, Mr. Muscarello, Mr. Sola, Mr. Stapleton, Mr. Stazak, Mr. Stastakis, Mr. Sternisha, Mr. Tapia, the birthday boy, Mr. Tinson, Mr. Sadowski, Mr. Stegvich, Mr. Ronald Stegvich, Mr. Schaefer, Mr. Simpson, Mr. Arango, Mr. Arena, Mr. Aguina Jr., Mr. Bennett, Mr. Peterson. On behalf of our organization, Honor Flight Chicago, we would like to thank you, our veterans, for your service and your sacrifice, and to our Vietnam veterans, a long overdue, and very heartfelt welcome home. Welcome home.
Beautiful view up the left side, folks.
Welcome home, welcome home.
boy, company B. He was so boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. And when he plays boogie woogie bugle, he was busy as a busy bee. And when he plays, he made the company jump to the bar. He's a boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. Juliana, toot-toot, he goes at 8 to the bar. And blowing out with the bass and guitar is it with him. He makes the company jam when he plays referee. He's the boogie woogie bugle boy, company B. There's a guy who plays the best piano by far. When he plays with the bass and guitar, they holler, sing, oh daddy, make me daddy, ain't to the bar. The people gather around when he gets a bump his hand. And when he plays, he gets a hand. The rhythm that he plays puts the cat in the train. Nobody there ever bothers to dance. And when he plays with the bass and guitar, they holler, oh feed me daddy, ain't to the bar. Blink, blink, blank, blank. Blink, blank, blink, blank, don't get on the keys. Rip, 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 rap, rap. Rip, rap, rip, rap, ripping out the keys. And when he plays with the bass and guitar, they holler, oh baby, daddy, ain't to the bar. Sincerely, oh yeah, sincerely, 'cause I love you so dearly. Please say you'll be mine. Sincerely, oh you know how I love you. I'll do anything for you. Please say you'll be mine. Everybody, let's rock. Everybody in the house all rock. We're dancing to the jailhouse rock. 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 Woo! Well, I'm your Venus, I'm your fire, it's your desire. Your weapons were crystal eyes, making every man future's not ours to see. They said I should I. What's will be, will be. Now I have children.